definitely have to go through the trajectory of proving yourself over a period of time before you have institutional consumers begins to buy from you. So basically, when it comes to business growth, it's a good that your business starts. Your business starts slowly and gradually, but over time, when you begin to take on some acceleration, there are a couple of things you need to do. So the question is, if we have people who are listening to this webinar who are interested in moving from just a startup to becoming a business that is experiencing acceleration, what are some of the things that are important for you to do? I mean, particularly, I am very excited to use, the example of the company that we are all privileged to be part of this success today, which is Zoom. I'm very sure many of us were familiar with the story of Zoom, how it grew, from just less than, 15, how much was the stock at that time? It grew to become a household name today. So some of the things that was in the mind of the founder of Zoom, Mr. Yuan, who was initially just an employee at Webex, which was the foremost video conferencing app. And, he decided that he wanted to do more. And what was the basic thing that led him to starting this business? It was sheer passion, solving his own problem. He was going through he fell in love with video conferencing because of the long distance, travel he was having between his being wife then. So if you want to build something that is going to start and grow and accelerate, it must be solving real problems. Any business that's going to grow must solve real problems. So you don't expect to accelerate if your business is not solving real problems. And one of the things we try to encourage is, if you look at any one of these sustainable development goals, 17 goals of sustainable development goals, as a business, you must be able to find a way that your business is speaking to one of the goals. So number one thing, if you want to build a business that's going to accelerate, is that you must be solving, you must be solving a real problem, which is one of the things that can, but if you're not solving a real problem, just forget it. There is no acceleration for your business. How do you identify whether your business is solving a real problem? Is to ask yourself, is to ask yourself, how much of feedback have I received in terms of improvement in life, quality of life of the people that my business, my customers, that I satisfy? If your initial customers do not have feedbacks in terms of the growth and the impact your business has made in their life, then definitely there is no point talking about acceleration for such a business. A lot of businesses are set up basically just to satisfy the needs of the owner. So that kind of business might not necessarily expect to accelerate. If the whole reason why you started business is just to survive. Survivor-based businesses should not expect any form of acceleration. But if you are solving real problems, most especially problems that can be connected to any one of the sustainable development goals called SDGs, then you are talking about potential opportunity for growth. And second thing that I just want to mention when it comes to one of the things that was responsible for the growth of Mr. Yuan and his business, is just that, and you are aware that the business, it was valued for about 15.9 billion when it first IPO, and today, is currently above 50 billion, almost 60 billion US dollar in valuation in terms of the stock value. Right. So one of the things you must appreciate is that once your impact begins to grow as a business, so also becomes your revenue. A lot of people talk about revenue without talking about impact. If you do not create impact, if you do not grow, and that's one other thing we need to clarify. When we talk about acceleration, Are you just talking about revenue growth? Are you talking about impact? Are you talking about customer base? Are you talking about your staff strength? You need to know what you mean by acceleration. And if any one of all those things that I mentioned in terms of the impact and the growth of your product and services and the diversity of what you produce, the number of markets you now cover, the kind of solution that you provide, and the impact of that solution to the environment, to your target audience, then you can talk about growth. Then you can talk about acceleration. Then you can talk about growth of your revenue. But if all you're talking about as a business is all about the growth of your revenue, then you are really not ready for acceleration, right? So first thing any business, the 5 things every business wants to do, are the thing that's going to actually determine whether your business do accelerate. Number one, every business wants to develop innovative product and services for their customer. So the question I want to ask you, if you want to accelerate, how are you innovating? Are you leveraging technology? Are you leveraging data to really know what your customers need, or you are just busy trying to think about what you are going to produce? If you don't use intelligence and insights to develop products and services for your customer today, that kind of business should not expect any form of acceleration. So there are a whole lot of tools and strategies that can actually help you as a business to really be able to know what your customer needs in order for you to develop the solution to their challenges. If you know how to do that, just like what Zoom did, it actually tapped into the need of the whole world, where people need to do a lot of video conferencing during lockdown, where people need to do study at home, why a whole lot of things need to happen. And by the business model that Zoom operated, what it did immediately, because it wants to solve a problem, it wasn't interested in the money. It actually opened up Zoom to a whole lot of people free of charge, free users. I know many of us who are actually using the Zoom application today, we are using the free version. It made it free so that a lot of people who need to use the application to do business can always to solve problem, can always do it. So the number one thing he wanted to do was to solve problem. Of course, the business model was that it was going to create a whole lot of the free version, and whereas it's going to make his money via, people that actually use, paid version. And you can see because of that, there's been a lot of growth in people that use that, even despite all the security concerns that people have about the platform. So the number one thing is you must solve problems, and you must increase the number of problems you solve, and you must increase the number of the quality of solution you provide for your customers. And that is only where you can talk about acceleration. There is no acceleration of your business if you don't either increase the reach of your products, the people that your product reaches, the solution that you bring on the table. You want to serve more people. You want to solve more problems. That is where you can actually talk about, acceleration. The second thing you need to talk about when you talk about acceleration, and of course, the story was that he began to actually give Zoom free of charge to people. If you want to grow, you must be solving problems. The business model you must embrace, must experience acceleration, is that you must create a business model that solves problems for the larger number of people in a way that you can actually service many of all those. There are so many other, video conferencing apps today that used to be paid platform, who today they have actually zeroized it and actually made it free. Why? Because how long are you going to stay? You actually put a charge on a service that somebody has actually put no value on, and has actually made free for other people. So you need to look into that. How do you develop business model that can actually reach a larger number of people in such a way that you can add value to them, while you actually create a solution for other people to be able to pay? That's the secret of most tech companies. That's the secret of Google. That's the secret of Facebook. All of us use all these products for free, but whereas somebody else pays for it. So you must have a business model you want to accelerate that's always able to actually give things to the larger number of people that needs it, while you actually develop a business model that you can get somebody to pay you for doing that. The second thing, like I said, that you need to think about is that you have to look at your processes. No matter how fantastic you want to grow, you start your business as a one-man business. The more you want to grow, the bigger, the more they need for you to actually have more people join your business. The whole secret of an entrepreneur is basically you use other people's time and other people's money. I do not believe money is reason when business accelerate. Money is never a business for people to accelerate, and I'm open to answering questions. When you say, oh, I cannot accelerate my business because I don't have money, I don't believe that. I was privileged to be a part of the session that was organized by the former Senate president in Abuja, about 17 of us, and were asking us why businesses are not creating jobs. And everybody concluded it was all about money. And I said, I disagree. Money is never a reason why anything important should not be done, including solving problem for your customer. If what you want to do is solve problem, money will never be a solution. So money is never an hindrance to business acceleration. So, but one thing you must do when you want to grow your business, you need manpower, you need processes, you need people. So you must be able to actually find the kind of skills and competencies, people that you need that can actually help to grow your business. If you are the only one-man business that is running your business, you must be able to actually now bring together individuals who share your passion, who can now help you to bring other elements of your business to the next level. Then third, so that I can quickly run through it, you can ask questions later. If you want to accelerate your business, no matter what level of customer base you currently have, you know, the most important thing that any business that wants to grow needs is customer. You know, I love the adverts that I listen to in a product called Google My Business. It said the first thing that comes to your mind when you want to grow your business is to actually increase the number of your customers. Because the purpose of business is customer. So what's your strategy of growing your customer base? If you want to expect acceleration after COVID-19, you must be able to develop a strategy where you can reach a larger number of people. And the secret in that is to digitize your business. If you do a business today when you don't have very strong presence on the internet, you don't have a model, you are not leveraging technologies to manage your existing customer base, you are not leveraging technology to know who and where are the locations of people that need your product, you are not leveraging technology to connect with other solution providers to help to deliver your product to the last mile of those who need your product, then you should not talk about acceleration. If you want to talk about acceleration, you want to talk about your customer base. If your customer base is currently 100, you must be asking yourself, how well have I managed these guys? You must be able to grow it to 100 and satisfy them. Create a business model that can help you to actually reach out to more customers. And that is the only way you'll be able to kind of reach and actually expand and explode even as a business person. Then the fourth thing, of course, one of the critical things that any business wants to do is generate profit or create impact in the case of maybe not for profit, where we belong. So one of the things you want to do in terms of when you want to think about profitability and growing your profit is that you need to actually find a way of developing a business model that either increases the number of people you service or increase your pricing model. But I would rather take side with the other one, whereby it's better your price come down, but you increase the number of people you service. In the case of Zoom that I give as an example, he actually gave his product to a larger number of people free. He opened up, a free application. You begin to donate to school, you begin to donate to individual. It made it very easy for you and I to actually have Zoom. And as a result of that, the larger the number of people that are using it, the more, even the number of people that are willing to pay, for the license version. But they don't make money just from the license version. They make money, from stock market. As their popularity begins to grow, so also they begin to grow in the stock market. Of course, some people have an issue about the fact that the current state of Zoom's shares is overrated. But whether you like it or not, which one of the tech companies is not overrated? What profit are they making? So that's the next thing. Then when you want to grow exponentially in terms of grow your location, you might not have, especially in this COVID period, you might not be able to actually have brick and mortar in all these places where you operate. For example, Mind the Gap operates in all the 37 states of the Federation. And the only way we're able to do that is because we leverage technology. We get calls from every part of the country. Somebody call you from, it's about using technology. And one of the easiest technology you can use to even increase your business and your productivity and your expand is a simple product that's called Google My Business. I think I will stop here. If you guys have any other questions, I'll be glad to answer your question and to actually provide other intervention. I hope this has added value to this session. I look forward to talking more and answering your question. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate you, sir, for your time. And we are very grateful for your time, sir. So anyone who has one question or the other to kindly give, you can say in the chat box. Okay, I can see Sukomi. Okay, Sukomi, I'll give you the chance now to talk. Okay. Okay, Sukomi, you can unmute yourself. Sukomi, you can unmute yourself. Okay, Mr. Kukola said he has a question. Okay, Okay, Mr. Kukola, you can unmute yourself. Kindly unmute yourself, sir.
What's the question?
Okay. Mr. Kukola, unmute yourself, please. And Mr. Sukomi too.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Okay, you can talk.
Okay. I've been into auto dealership for a while, for the past 7 months now, and the solution I'm bringing into the game is to create a link between buyers and sellers, like buyers and sellers of cars, to link them together. But I'm solution oriented, but the people I have with me so far, they are not seeing this vision that we need to create this solution before we start earning. Most times, like, I don't know how I'll carry them along to make them see the vision. To, like you said, we all need manpower to attain this business acceleration. So how can you help with that, sir?
Okay, so like I said, I mean, we're talking about acceleration, but what you are discussing with me right now, right, like, is not so much of acceleration, isn't about the startup side of business. Like I said, it's about solving problems. And if you do not have a very clear understanding of this problem you want to solve, then it's going to be very difficult for you to attract the kind of people you need. You understand? At the early stage of your business, you are not even, is vision and passion that you should be using to drive and attract the kind of people you need to do business together. We have a simple model that we normally tell our startup entrepreneurs. You know, it's a simple model. It's called problem to project, project to passion, and passion to profit. What does that mean? Is that problem you want to solve, convert it to a project. Let every single person around you know that you're very passionate about this. If it's a real problem that is to be solved, you are definitely not the only one that's interested in solving that problem. Your job as an entrepreneur is now to be able to find other people who share your passion, who share your interest, who are very, very committed to also solving this problem. Then to rally them together. And most of the time at this point, they're going to be friends and family. They're going to be people you are also supported in one way or the other, who are going to help you and help you. So and the first job as a business person is to speak the vision. You have to keep sharing the vision. You have to be passionate about that vision, that problem. So much. Your first job, the first thing you are selling is a passion. You must sell the passion. You must sell the vision, not in a way that is going to make people feel tired of you. But one thing you need to know about business is if you're not passionate about it, other people will not catch your fire. whatever you want to do, you must be passionate about it. Passion first. Then every single body around you will get to realize that, man, Sukomi is on fire, man. We need to either help him, you know, is it whoever you are, they must see that passion. Family and friends will see the passion. And they will say, you know, you better let's go and help this young man. And so it's first and foremost your passion that you sell. I once had a statement from Mark Zuckerberg. He said, we didn't set out to start up a business. We just wanted to provide a solution. And that's what you must go out for. You understand? You must begin to provide a solution. Start from yourself. You know, whatever you can do with yourself, do something. Once you do it and you're adding value to people, you suddenly realize that all that people begin to, your friends, families, and people that benefit from your service will begin to, you know, but don't be quick to want to even start with too many people. Start with yourself. Whatever you can achieve by yourself, start it. And when you get bored and you're adding value, you suddenly see other people begin to join you. And that's my simple advice for you. But if you already have people that are working with you, but they are not catching on with your passion, maybe all they are interested in just to collect salary, it's time you actually, you know, go share some videos with them. Just tell them, go and find some videos that you can share with them to say, what this video and give me your feedback. Because at that point, it's not just so much about what you tell them. It's about you want to spark up the same passion you have. Whatever it is that granted, that gave you that passion, share it with those people. Share your story. Tell your story. Tell them the big opportunity that is in the space that you are going into. People will never support you until they see where you are going. So tell them the big opportunity. Tell them, let them know that this is big, this is massive. Let's do it together. Let's solve this problem. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge. All of us are going to benefit from it. People don't care about what you know until you know about what you care. People will never support you until they know that you, first and foremost, you have their interest at heart. And don't be too much about talking about your vision, your vision, your vision. Let it be their vision also. If the people you have around you are not the kind of people that share the vision that you want to do, you are working with the wrong people. Find people that share your vision, share the vision with them, and before you know what's happening, things begin to go gradually. So your vision, your job, who asked that question, Sheyi, is to know the reason why you are doing what you are doing and keep at it. Even if you are the only one that is doing it, keep at it. When people see your success, others will join you. And that also goes to where you do your finance. And normally in my book, Youth Normally, which you can find free, you can do a free download on Play Store. It's called Youthnomics. There's a chapter there that talks about financing your great. It starts from personal income, friends and family, corporate partnership, return on investment. It starts with you. And the passion with which you actually carry on with what you do is what's going to infect other people. And before you know what's happening, everybody's jumping on the table to join you to solve that problem. But don't let it look like a money-making venture at the start. Let it be like we're all trying to solve this problem. And if we solve this problem, this is going to help all of us. Then when we do this, when we solve this problem, problem solvers are the people that easily attract the right kind of people. Not people that say, people just look at you. How much do you have yourself? How are you so guaranteed you can make this money? But let it be about problem, and you'll find the kind of people that will surround you are also problem solvers. Our vision in Mind the Gap is to raise 1 million problem solvers by 2030. If you want to be a problem solver, reach out to us and we can help you to articulate your vision in a way that you can sharpen it and you can identify the problem you want to solve and you can attract other people to join you to make it a reality. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It did. I would reach out to you, sir.
You're welcome, Shay.
Okay, Mr. Sukomi, kindly unmute yourself. Okay, I guess Mr. Sukomi already has a question. Mr. Sukomi, are you still there? Okay. In that case, maybe we should give Mr. Tayo the platform to explain what Mind the Gap is and the benefits they have for us. So,
my sense is that it's not about Mind the Gap, it's about you guys and all your viewers. But I'll be glad to tell you what Mind the Gap is all about. And even if I'm able to share my slide, I could actually share a slide with you about what Mind the Gap is, if you want me to do that, I'm always happy to do that, right? But if it's not about,
yes, you can. You
I can
can share
actually
your
take you. Okay, that'll be good. So Mind the Gap is, like I said to you, it's 12 years old, and it's strategic skills development, and enterprise development. Our vision is to actually create jobs and to see how we can help, young people to actually jumpstart their individual businesses. Let me see if I can quickly find a little slide I can share about what we do and how we operate, who we are. Okay. Who we are. Let me see if I can download that. Okay. Am I able to share my slide now? Screen now?
Yes, you can.
It's showing me permission.
Okay. Let's see. You can now.
Okay, let me share screen, okay? Host disabled participant sharing screen sharing. So you either need to make me co-host so that I can be able to share my screen.
All right, let me make it now. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready for me now?
Almost done.
I still am unable to share my screen anyway. So, so Mind Gap basically is a strategic. I should actually wait.
Okay.
Hello.
You can share it now.
I can share it now. It's still saying host disabled participant screen sharing. If you make me a co-host, I'll be able to share, okay? But are you doing that, or I should just explain what we do?
I'm already doing it, sir.
Just go to participants. If you go to participant, you'll see me. Just click on more. Then it will give you the option of making me like a co-host. Right? You have only one host. Well, you can still have one co-host if you are only using a licensed version. If you're using a licensed version, you might be able to have more than just one host. Okay?
Oh.
Are we still on?
It's not a licensed version, sir.
It's not a licensed version, but you can still make me a co-host if you want to. Are you able to, or I should continue explaining myself?
You can continue, sir. I'm working.
It's going to go off in about 45 minutes. Anyway, so Mind the Gap is a strategic skills development, like I said, job creation and enterprise incubation company.
I just need you.
Okay, now, okay. Okay, I think I can do that now. Okay, this is my screen now. I believe you can see my screen now.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, so Mind the Gap, who we are, we're strategic skills development, and job creation, social enterprise creation movements. I see a photo of some of our guys from all over the country. We're privileged to, so here are some of the young people that have passed through. These are not young people anymore. These are big men that we have been privileged to be a part of their journey. And you can see what a few of them had to say about Mind the Gap. So what's our vision? Our vision basically is to live in communities where the unique qualities of the youth are fully developed, fully deployed, and rewarded for the good of all. Like I said to you, if you want to accelerate, you must have a compelling vision that goes beyond, just yourself. You must have a vision that sees beyond just your immediate need. It must be a vision that's all encompassing, right? And it must be for the good of all. If business is just all about what you want to do for yourself, then being able to accelerate might be difficult, right? Then what's our vision, our mission? Our mission is to raise 1 million active youth economic agents, and problem solvers. Active youth economic agents and problem solvers by 2030, who are gainfully employed, successful social entrepreneur, and discerning student, right?
Okay.
So that is what we want to do. We want to be able to, that's our mission. And in the last 12 years, we've made some amazing progress. I mean, you see some of the very successful, guys that have been part of our project before. So what's our strategy? Our strategy is to invest in great minds to do great things. That's what we do. We make strategic investment from everywhere. We have never asked anybody to pay for our service before. Just like I shared with you what Zoom did. Zoom provides the services for people free, but gets other people to pay for it. It's a business model that is still during this COVID period and post-COVID era, even as more people become actually what's the word right now? Disenfranchised. But one of the statements that I love so much about what Zoom is doing right now is what Facebook is doing, what Google is doing, is what Twitter is, what many businesses are doing. They are democratizing access to their services. When you democratize access, for example, to what Zoom has done, they have democratized access to, video, conferencing and video learning. Unlike what WebEx was doing, it was basically for paid app. And later on, all of them have to realize that I have to make this thing free. So if you want to accelerate and you want to reach and impact a whole lot of people, you need to develop a business model that can actually reach out to a lot. So we invest in great minds to do great things. So how do we do that? And what, for example, in the next 10 years, this is our goal for the next, from 2020 to 2030, we want to move Mind the Gap from a mission to become a movement. That's a movement to raise a critical mass of active youth economic agents. And that's why we offer such video sessions. We support what, guys like Emmviron, what you're trying to do, because we know that if we support and give time and our service and our knowledge of charge and support your community, is going to allow you to grow. Then the second thing we want to do, we are institutionalizing our mandates. Everything we do, training to job creation, to social entrepreneurship incubation, we are institutionalizing it beyond just looking for customers to come and access our services, to being able to kind of help other institutions or governments that are meant to be doing this thing. We support them. We work with them to be able to do what they want to do. It's not about us. It's about them. It's about the people that all of us are targeting that want to provide a solution for. Like I normally say to people, if you want to really accelerate your business, you must be able to find how your business connects to a policy of government, an institution of government. All these policies of government and institutions that we all complain are not doing well. It's waiting for a business person to connect your business to these agencies and institutions and help them to survive. I love the statement of this. He used to be the 16th richest man in the world, called Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. He said when he wanted to found Alibaba about 16 years ago in China, things were not working. So he had to go and volunteer in the Ministry of Trade and Investment of his company to really learn how to actually take China business online. It's amazing to realize that somebody of his nature has employed over 40 million Chinese today working for him just to do nothing like digital nomad, like one of the projects we are doing in Mind the Gap today. So the third thing we want to do, we are building Mind the Gap to become a project-based and job creation platform. Facebook to go and talk to your friend. Very soon, MindTheGap.ng is going to be a platform where you can actually get jobs and solving problems. And that is what we realize that is the solution that this country needs today. And the fourth thing is that we're actually building a dynamic youth development ecosystem by raising what we call a generation of policypreneur. We are activating and mobilizing funding to support what young people are doing. And we are building institutions around even implementing national youth policy and other things that speak to policy. And finally, like I said, our vision is to raise 1 million active youth economic agents who are problem solvers and generation leaders, who are going to be gainfully employed, successful entrepreneurs and discerning students. But in 2020, one of the things we are going after today this year is we are deploying over 10,000 digital onboarders across all business, and we are making progress, tremendous progress about that. We're also partnering with one of the chambers of commerce in Nigeria, you know, to actually digitize their operation, you know, and actually bring 1,000 of their businesses onto the internet to digitize them. Then we're institutionalizing our EdSoft project into about 6 Nigerian higher institutions, whereby we're actually helping the discerning Nigerian youth to know what they can actually begin to do, even during this COVID block time period, in such a way that they can begin to develop themselves without waiting for the curriculum of a Nigerian university. This is what we are doing with a couple of universities in Nigeria today, and we're super excited about the success and the growth of our experience. The fourth thing we are doing right now is we are building economics into the youth development ecosystem to amplify the unique contribution of the Nigerian youth towards Agenda 2030. One of the things we are doing, what Emmviron is doing right now, we are bringing businesses together, young businesses, and we are creating, we are helping you to amplify your voice. And of course, the final thing we're trying to do is to build about 300 businesses. So for those of you here who want your business to actually experience an acceleration and you want to consolidate on your business, you can actually go and actually register for a project called My SDG. You know, My SDG Social Entrepreneurship Incubation Program is what we do, you know, more like kind of to help entrepreneurs who wants to grow and who wants to build. And this is how we do what we do. We train, we innovate, we digitize, and we amplify. These are 4 simple methodology of how we are wired together as a company. And that's what we do. And of course, you can see how we are structured. We are in all the 37 states of the federation. We have an office in Lagos and Abuja, and we have now more than 20 entrepreneurs, you know, that we are working with. So it's a privilege. And of course, if you want to know more about Mind the Gap, you can always go to you can follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, you know, and of course, Google Plus is no more. You know, but you can always, you know, let's be a part of what we're doing, because that's all the reason why we're here. So that's basically what we do. And I'm happy to yield back to who is coordinating this, Emmanuel, right? To
yes,
make
sir.
so that you can continue to coordinate the session, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much,
As
sir.
the host. Yeah. I hope that answered some of your questions. Anybody that have any other answer around what we do and how we can support you, you can also ask your question now.
Okay. We really appreciate Mr. Tayo Olusunde. God bless you for your time. We really appreciate you, sir. All right. Any other person who have 1 or 2 questions? Okay, in the absence of none, we'll be rounding up presently for the first session.
All right, thank you very much. It's nice meeting you guys.
Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Now let's look through some little basics before we round up. Okay, I will be sharing my screen. I'll be sharing my screen right now. Okay, give me some minutes. All right, I'm coming. Okay, about sharing my screen now. Is anyone seeing my screen? Kindly signify if you see my screen. You can raise your hands if you've seen it. I guess I should get started then. All right, we'll be talking about how to target your market audience and build marketing strategy. Now, we've learned what Mr. Tayo said, and we'll be diving into the aspect of market strategies and targeting your market audience. You notice that a lot of small businesses are not doing well, actually. Why? Because based on some logistic reasons and improper planning that has made them lose their hold in the marketplace. Now we'll be talking basically on how to locate your market audience. Now, first of all, be sure of the product or service you are rendering. This is very crucial. Are you capable of the products you are selling? Do you have the necessary skills to market those business? And do you have this ability to accomplish these tasks? Now, when you look at our benefits in Emmviron Complaint, we said we are time conscious and we are working with that mandate, basically. Now, the next aspect is know the type of customers using your product or service. Now, many people, when they are targeting their audience, they don't really understand how to, what types of customers are they marketing? They just market it anyhow, and this has caused a drastic downgrade in the business world. So know your type of customers using your product. Are you selling maybe eggs, or you have a poultry, or you're selling cakes, etc.? You need to understand that the type of customers patronizing you is crucial to understand. You also need to structure your place in the marketplace. Structure your place in the marketplace. Identify your unique selling points. What is your unique selling point? Because the customers contribute significantly in a larger proportion to the success of any organization, business, or ventures. This is very important. You need to know that customers contribute significantly to any organizational sources or business sources. If there is no customers, there is no business. Are we following? Now, next slide. Okay, this is like a quote. Every customer needs a one-time impression to be converted to loyal customers. You need to know that every customer needs a one-time impression. Now, the first customers you will have are those like a chain. They will be the one responsible to like bring more customers to your stead. For instance, if you are selling cakes, for example, now the first impression your first customer has determine if you will have more customers or not. Now, the big concept is market is responsible for business growth and acceleration. I said that earlier. And now we can talk about marketing strategy. Market is basically where your product or service is being sold. That is what market is all about. It can be online, it can be visuals, it can be on ground, it can be in the marketplace. So you just need to understand where your market or sales is being sold. It is very crucial in the aspect of marketing. Before the existence of your product in the market, someone or people is already selling that same product. You need to understand that before you start planning ahead for your marketing. Also, there are some key questions to note. What season is your product or service sold more per year? Very important. You need to understand that is where data comes in. We'll be explaining more on the use of data-driven business in decision making tomorrow rather, and we'll be diving into media promotions and business strategies tomorrow. All right. What location are your customers concentrated? Very important. Do you do a location mapping? When you do a location mapping, you'll be able to know where exactly your customers are concentrated. Very crucial. And what language do your customers speak and understand well? For instance, you might be selling products for the uneducated. You get the concept now. What interests your customers? Now, the language your customers speak and understand well will determine if you can convert them to your loyal customers. And what is their interest, actually? Now, this is like a mapping example. Now, you can cite your business office, and within the region your business is located, you can extract, do some mapping analysis to pick out your target audience within that scope. For example, if you are selling cakes in Abeokuta, you don't expect someone from Abuja to give you a contract, or maybe it might be a very big contract though. But your main customers are within the sphere of Abeokuta. So you need to understand, do your audience mapping now, and both on land and online. Now, online services, if you are rendering a service rather, your customers can be in any phase of this earth because technology has advanced further. All right. In conducting your market analysis, know your SWOT. Now, what does SWOT implies? S stands for strength. The W here stands for weakness. The O there stands for opportunity, and the T stands for strength and threat rather. Now, you need to basically understand that your threat is very crucial. Your strength rather, is very crucial in business. Now, what is your marketing strength? How well can you market your business? What is your weakness? And you need to improve on that weakness. Now, what are the opportunities you have? Maybe with your friends, and what are the threats as well? You need to understand the basics behind it. All right, next slide. Now, your marketing strategies. I said earlier that your marketing strategies should be SWOT. That means strength, weakness. You must identify your SWOT rather in marketing strategies. Right now, in your market strategy, your market strategy rather must be smart. And what does the S mean? Specific, basically. Why your M? I guess I'm hearing back.
Why?
Let me unmute everyone.
It's fine.
Mr. Jude, I guess it's coming from your side. All right. Okay, now I can continue. Your marketing strategy must be smart. It must be specific. It shouldn't be broad. Now, write down your marketing strategies and make sure it is specific. Your marketing strategy must be measurable, it must be achievable, and it must be realistic. Now, for example, the aspect of being realistic, you might decide to run an ad promotion, for every people in Ogun State. That type of ad promotion is not specific because you did not specify the age categories. You don't really understand the market audience, basically. So it must be very realistic before the marketing strategy is being implemented. And it must be time bound. You must set your goal and you must be time conscious. So make sure that your marketing strategy is smart. Now, know the type of marketing that works for your business. Is it online? Is it offline or both? For example, if you have a laundry business, you can use both. Why? Because you need to craft out your customers within your spheres. You can use online platform to get them through ads promotion. You can also advertise offline as well. So you can use both. Now, your uniqueness is what singles you out in the marketplace. Competitors analysis. First of all, draft your competitors analysis. In drafting your competitors analysis, you need to identify your competitors' strengths, then gain from their strength. Now, learn to emulate their strengths. Now, identify your competitor weakness. Try, build, and create strengths from it. Now, your competitor's weakness, that is where you should build your strength from. Very crucial. Identify your competitor's threats, then you prevent it. Identify your competitor's opportunity, then you work on it. Then you go further after you've identified all the key points in your competitors analysis. Then you now start with your market strategy. Then I said earlier that you must identify your SWOT in your market analysis. Then the market plan you're about to implement must be smart. That is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Also, in the next 5 years, the whole world, the business in the next 5 years will be more online than on ground because people are now working further to build and have a space online. So you need to work. If you have a business and you don't have an online platform, you don't have a website, you don't have a social media handles where you display your products, I beg you, do so now, because the business world now is now going deeply into web. Overall marketing plans, you need to write them down in your market analysis when conducting your market analysis rather. then marketing budget, community service, and also overall business analysis, business ideas and innovation, business strategies, business plan. So that is what you need to work on in your business analysis. We'll talk more tomorrow on that aspect. Okay, before we round up, now let's go further into the principles of marketing. Now, there are 4 basic principles in marketing. First of all, clear goals for your marketing. Now, you have to define, you have to write clear goals for your marketing plans. Now, are you marketing for brand awareness? Are you marketing for increment in sales? Are you marketing for profitability? You need to identify the goal of marketing. Now, many people thought that now you will see many ads for Coca-Cola, many ads for Pepsi, etc. You discover that basically they are not working, basically they are not really working on increasing profitability through their marketing strategy. Why? Because they are working on making sure that their brand is solid in the society. So you find out that they are doing a lot of ads, a lot of community development. So it is basically for brand awareness and for brand trust. Now, the second principle in marketing is understand your target customers. You need to understand the target customer, and I said that earlier, and have something that differentiates you. That's the third marketing strategies. You need to identify what your uniqueness, very crucial. What are you offering the people that your customers are not? You need to identify them. And also, you need to focus on one channels when marketing. Now, for instance, for small scale businesses, the best platform to market your business is with family and friends. For small scale businesses is with family and friends. And the best platform is on WhatsApp. WhatsApp has helped small scale businesses drastically because it is a way, and you have a medium at which you can communicate with your customers. You need to focus on one channel. I don't say you can create ads, because we're talking more on media promotions tomorrow. You can create ads, you can create email marketing. It's also a means to market your business, but most times those aspects are for brand awareness. Now, for small scale businesses, I would advise you make use of social influencers and build on one channel. Build on one channel. Okay. Now, you need to build on one channel. Marketing is actually very crucial in business, and it is mandatory for you to be successful. Now, lastly, I'm going to mention that you need to scale up your marketing budget and do some evaluation. That is where your data analysis comes in. Now, ensure that your business is data driven. We'll be talking more about how can business be data driven tomorrow. You need to understand that your business must be data, because you need to estimate, make a rough estimation on your marketing budget. Compare your marketing budget to your overall profit margin for that year, and to know if it is commensurate. Then if it is not commensurate, then you must know that you shouldn't spend more on marketing. And if it is not showing forth, and you find that Mr. Tayo made a clear example on marketing Dropbox, Zoom, some platform decided to make their paid with a lot of marketing, but they're not seeing profit. But it's not commensurate with their work. But after they've adopted the free model, they discovered that people started buying into their product and services. So make sure that your marketing budget is not equal to the total revenue you are generating, because that is a great loss at the end. Now, we'll be rounding up today for today's session. Now, for inquiring and business consulting, you can visit our website. You can see it display on the channel. You can see display on the channel. Okay, I guess okay. All right. Now, for inquiry and business consulting, you can visit our website. We have a free session for you guys, few business consultants with our business associates. Now, thanks for listening. You can follow us on our social media platforms, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. You can even mail us on our business consulting mail. All right, we'll be rounding up now, and I want each and every one of us to please come early tomorrow, as we'll be having about 3 to 4 facilitators who will be talking on the subject matter, business acceleration, a necessity to strive. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.